Hi, it's Dr. Mercola, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about whole food nutrition. And I firmly believe that you should get the bulk, the vast amount of nutrients from foods, high quality whole foods, preferably organic and locally grown. You can use supplements, and I use a number myself, but supplement is just what the word suggests. Supplement, that means in addition to, not in place of. So it's really crucial to identify the highest quality whole foods you can if you're going to achieve the maximum health. And I'd like to talk today a little bit about one possible whole food you might consider using. That is spirulina. Now, spirulina is a freshwater blue-green algae that's similar to a sea vegetable like dulse, nori, kombu, or even chlorella. However, compared to other sea vegetables, spirulina has been found to be more digestible and have greater nutrient bioavailability. So much so that the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization recommended that it be considered as a resource tool in the treatment of widespread malnutrition. And part of this is related to the fact that spirulina is up to 70% by weight protein, a very highly bioavailable protein. But most people consume spirulina in relatively small quantities, so it doesn't become a significant source of protein. But if you were to eat it in larger quantities, it could be a very valuable and useful tool in that area. Additionally, spirulina has a really useful phytopigment called phycocyanin, and it's really only available in spirulina. This is what is responsible for giving its bluish tint. And this phycocyanin is about 6% of spirulina by weight, and it's been shown to have some useful effects. One is that it tends to be supportive of healthy brain and heart function. In addition, it helps really provide an important role in oxidative stress and helps support your immune system. Like any whole food source, you're going to want to be really careful about the quality of the food. So and spirulina is no different. You really need to pay attention to the details. And one of the most important ones is, of course, because it's a sea vegetable and it's 2011, we have to be concerned about radiation, because in March, of course, the Fukushima nuclear meltdown was responsible for depositing loads of radioactive isotopes across the planet, and many sea vegetables have been contaminated with this radioactivity. So if you're going to choose any sea vegetable, make sure you get documented evidence that there is essentially no radiation in that sea vegetable. Now, you're going to want to also look for other nutrients in spirulina. Spirulina is really high in total carotenoids, and you want to make sure that that has. As I said earlier, it has loads of phycocyanin and zeaxanthin, chlorophyll, and also gamma-linolenic acid, or GLA. What it doesn't have, though, is astaxanthin. Astaxanthin is really from a marine algae, not from spirulina, and there's no astaxanthin in there, but there's this phycocyanin, which is another carotenoid, which provides similar benefits, but not the same as astaxanthin. You're also going to want to make sure that the source is organic, and by being organic, this will help confirm reduced radiation loads and low levels of mercury and other components that could be troublesome, like heavy metals, pesticides, dioxins. These are elements that can be incorporated into any sea vegetable because it's depending on what is exposed to in the environment, it could easily incorporate that into the structure. So you want to make sure that there's third-party, objective, independent laboratory analysis that will validate that these are high-quality, organic, and pollutant-free. And that, again, it's important that it's a third party that does this analysis, because obviously the vendor of the raw materials is going to have some potential conflict of interest providing an assay that's going to support the use of their product. And unfortunately, there really isn't heavy regulation within the FDA or other regulatory agencies to do these random audits to confirm that, in fact, what's in a product is listed as what's on the label. So you have to do your due diligence, make sure that that these assays are performed and that you're able to get all the health benefits that I mentioned earlier, because really the devil is in the details. Any products that we provide in our store, we pay really careful, close attention and do regular third-party independent assays to make sure that you're getting nothing but the highest quality pure ingredients. And of course there's extra cost to this, but we think it's really important to to confirm and validate that you're getting nothing but the best. And again, these are anything in the store items that we would sell are something that I would use or my family would use personally, because we believe it's such a useful therapy and approach. Otherwise, we wouldn't be offering it and making it available to you. So if you feel that spirulina is something that you'd like to incorporate to increase your amount of sea vegetables, add some additional protein, then clearly, and get the benefits of the phycocyanin, then I definitely would recommend you consider using the high-quality spirulina as a way that you and your family can continue to take control of your health.